What up, guys? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a cracking day. It's Friday, weekend. More importantly though, guys, there is the cough next week. King of the Hill. You guys better be there. It's going to be great. Grizzly obviously gonna take down Greek gods. But anyway, as the title of today's video suggests, I want to be doing some giant sparky play. This could be interesting. Just getting my phone up ready now. There's a war going on at the moment in Grizzly as well. Could be interesting. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop into a ladder match. And do a couple of ladder matches, see if I can push myself with giant sparky to 4,400. I'm on 4,340 now. So let's jump into a battle. Here we go. Right, so my starting hand is giant, bat, sparky, and poison. In this deck, you never really want to make the first play because it's a beatdown. You're better off in double elixir. He's got P.E.K.K.A, so I'm gonna play Ice Wizard for this. So it's gonna get distracted by the giant. Then I can play Sparky here. Now the point with Sparky here, Sparky's not your win condition. Sparky's to get rid of big tanks. And medium tanks as well. Oh, that was beautiful. Does take out the E-Wiz. That was lucky. I'm gonna plop a cannon down. Take out that wizard. Picked up an elixir lead, so I'm gonna play Big Ob's good furnace by him. Poison. Get some tower damage. Take out that furnace. Gonna go for a Ice Wizard here. Didn't need the zap there, but I wanted to be safe. Did manage to get that giant down in time. The tower has locked onto the giant, so that's why I played the bats. It was a very good wizard there, but that P.E.K.K.A, because it's slowed down by the Ice Wiz, means the giant will get 1 or 2 hits. So the giant is the main win condition in this. The Sparky's designed to clear a path. His wizard, for example, here, it's coming down in front of his P.E.K.K.A, so you can play Sparky here. And even though then obviously Goblin Gang could just distract the P.E.K.K.A and the Mega Minion. And then you got Sparky pushing forward. He still has to deal with that Sparky. There comes the E-Wiz. So, especially in decks where you're playing against the E-Wiz, well, Zap was a little bit late. E-Wiz P.E.K.K.A is probably the hardest matchup with this deck. Because, see, he just misplayed those, so I can clip both of them with the poison and not hit the King Tower. Did get the zap down that time, but that's still a lot of damage on tower there. So he's just going to try and spell cycle me out. So gonna block the giant, block the P.E.K.K.A with a giant. Try and keep that wizard inside that poison just a bit longer. That poison will end the game though, so that's good. That's well played by him. But I have to say, P.E.K.K.A E-Wiz is probably one of the hardest matchups. It is possible, but you've got to be really careful with your Sparky play. He's going to have P.E.K.K.A for Giant every single time. You've really got to watch that. So your Giant's never going to get to tower because he's always going to block it with a P.E.K.K.A. You want to get value out of your Sparky because he's got E-Wiz. You want to play the Sparky so it gets value on your side of the arena. So you don't play your Sparky until there's something your side of the arena for it to hit. That can include an E-Wiz if it's already on the field. He drops E-Wiz behind a P.E.K.K.A. You can play Sparky as long as it's out of range of the E-Wiz at the back. You can then block the E-Wiz with like your Goblin Gang or your Bats just long enough for your Sparky to get one hit and it'll take it out, obviously. And then obviously the Sparky does great work against the P.E.K.K.A. as long as the P.E.K.K.A is not played on top of the Sparky. Let's jump into match number 2. So this time I've got Zap, Poison, Goblin Gang and Sparky. Never start with a Sparky. Never ever start with a Sparky. You'll get punished and never get in front of anything in front of it. So he's going to come down with that. I'm going to Zap it and Goblin Gang it. So he has a 1 elixir lead at this point, plus the little bit I leaked at the start. See, a Valkyrie is a prime example where you can play Sparky. You'll take out the Valkyrie and you get a little bit of value. So he's coming down the opposite lane here, and what you can do is wait for the Rascals to lock on and then use Bats to take it out. And that Sparky will get to tower. Yep. Giant and take it out. And the Sparky got a hit on the... I'm going to play Ice Wiz here to distract the Princess and the Valkyrie. Getting Zap ready. Zap will mitigate a lot of that damage. So again, I still haven't got Bats in hand or anything like that to counter the Princess. So what I can do is I can play Giant here, and the Giant will push the Princesses back. So they're no longer on tower. So that's good poison value there. Did miss the Princesses though. I'll wait for them both to lock on, then play Goblin Gang to take them out. It's good Valkyrie, good Valkyrie. Just gonna let that go because I've got 2 towers on it. Wait for the Princess to lock on, then you can play Bats. I'm gonna play Zap Bat. Get a Giant down in front. Goblin Gang. Sparky, not in the pocket, do a bit back from the pocket so it doesn't get targeted by the King Tower. Poison all of that. Sparky hit it anyway. Zap. See, that Giant is what did the damage, but the Sparky was what caused him to panic. So all I've got to do now, Giant pocket. Poison. Zap. Ah! That rocket, man. What level was that rocket? That rocket was level 12, which is why it absolutely annihilated my tower, even though I had 500. Jeez. That's rough. Alright, so we've dropped back into bronze. Got to try and get back up. The important thing is not the tilt. That last game was really close. But that's just how ladder goes. You just got to load up and play again. And you'll get into a nice streak where you get like loads of wins in a row. It's important you don't tilt. Very important, especially with ladder. Because if you tilt on ladder, you're just going to drop. Like, see, I played Giant, he didn't play anything, so I played Sparky. Still hasn't played anything. That Sparky's going to take that out. Rocket comes down. The Giant still gets the tower. Going to play my Goblin Gang. There's a defense for his. Not really a play at this point. So I'm just going to wait. Zap. And that should nicely take those out. Played Ice Whiz. So maxed out. Giant goes down. Just to keep in front of the Ice Wizard. See what he plays. Poison that. That'll bring the wizard down. Because my poison's only level 11, that's a level 12 wizard. The poison will bring... Oh! That tower health, man. I'm going to play cannon here. So it will stop the fire spirits. Zap. It will stop the fire spirits. One hit. It's level 12. Ice Wizard at the back. So he's also got Giant Skelly, which is a little bit different. I have seen it quite a lot in this meta lately. Gonna pull it. Gonna poison all of that. And then I'm gonna play. So his Goblin Gang gets taken out by my poison because he played it too early, so that's convenient. Just you've really got to stop elite bars, even when he rushes you with them. So I'm only a zap away on his tower, so I only really need to defend. So I see that wizard coming down the lane, and I play Sparky at the back because it will handle it. I'm gonna play Giant here, and it will pull the Giant Skeleton to the other lane. To which I can then just sap tower and win. There you go. There's a win. Back up to Challenger 3. So this, guys, is why you never play Sparky as a first play. Hopefully this, guys, will teach you a lesson. So he has played Golem. Oh, that's unfortunate as well. Oh, this has gone bad. All right, guys. So we're on the comeback trail. Luckily, he doesn't count for the bats. Ice Whiz with the baby dragon. And we survived that. That could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna get my Giant ready. Giant now to pull the knight away from the tower. Fireball comes down. So we survived that. That could have been a lot worse than it was. A lot worse. Because he played nothing behind his golem because he's worried about the Sparky. That's his mistake. Shouldn't have worried about the Sparky. Here's baby dragon. Sparky will take out the knight, take out the bomber as well. And now he's going to panic because he sees Sparky. I see Tesla, I'm not too worried. Baby dragon will do work, but that will still get a hit off on that Tesla. The cannon was a bad play because now I've got nothing to catch the golem with. And he's going to load up with a golem at the back. Oh no. He plays golem on the left hand side. Normally in a beatdown, if you're playing Giant and you're against, say, Golem, You already at a disadvantage? I'm going to play Giant because it will distract his supporting troops. Not because I expect the Giant to get any damage on tower or anything. But he will stop. I'm going to zap that because... Wait for the Baby Dragon to lock on. Takes out the bomber. Giant coming down. Poison comes down because that's good value. Especially as I hit the Tesla as well. Sparky. That Ice Wizard was a bad play. Giant down in front of the Sparky. Poison comes down. Giant gets 2 hits. Wait until the Baby Dragon's locked on, then play the bats. Take out the bomber. Gonna play Giant into Golem. You wouldn't see that very often. And then I'm gonna play Sparky. Come on. Fireball comes down. Poison comes down. That Golem's getting to tower. Just how much damage can my Giant do compared to his Golem? His Golem didn't get a hit, but it did get death damage. I'm going to play Cannon here to take out the archers. And that Knight. Ice Whiz. Giant. Bats. Poison. So we got that tower down to zap range, and that's a good game. Well played. Right, so we're back to where we started the episode. Got a good win streak going. 2 more wins and we'll get to 4,400. And that'll be this season's highest. He makes an opening play. Gonna go bats. He's gone. So that's a lot of damage to take there. But he's played miner, he's played minions, and he's played zap. That's 8 elixir, and I played bats and a zap, so that's only 4. So I have a 4 elixir lead, which is why I loaded up with a giant at the back. So he has P.E.K.K.A. as well, so it looks like his little miner P.E.K.K.A. control deck. Gonna play Sparky. He doesn't like the Sparky. Sparky will sort of mash through. Sparky lives. Not enough to take out that wizard, unfortunately. That's okay. Gonna play cannon here. To take out the help take out the miner and take out the wizard. So not too bad there. I'm gonna load up with a giant at the back. So you place P.E.K.K.A. So every time I play giant at the back, he's going to play P.E.K.K.A. at the back every time. So I want to slow down his push, so I want to play Ice Wizard here. And that did catch the zap. That Sparky Blast did catch the P.E.K.K.A. And I run through with a... He's played log, so he's used his log. So I can play that. Oh, so he does have... Sparky's locked to tower. Log comes down. But that is a glitch with Sparky, that even if you log it, it's still locked to tower. And it will fire without having to pull forward. I play bats to stop the minions. I'm not too worried about the minor chip damage. And I can take the rest of that out with a zap. So I'm going to play poison to take out the wizard. I'm going to get Sparky ready. Then I'm going to get my giant down. Did anyone see that bandit? It dashed to the Sparky, but hit the giant. that was amazing. Sparky MVP. Right, so play bats a cycle. Gonna play giant. Gonna catch the miner this time, because I can't afford any more damage. I'm gonna play spear gobs from the. Best thing about Sparky is it gets pushed back from its blast. Becca will get one swing on that Sparky. Sparky still lives. So I'm gonna load up with another Sparky straight away. Then I'm gonna go giant. Just gonna zap it so the giant gets a swing. That Sparky still lives. I'm gonna save my goblin gang to catch the miner. Here it comes. And gonna poison. And there we go, that's a good game. That was a hard matchup. Pekka's always hard with this deck. Doesn't matter if he has E-Wiz or Zap with Pekka. Pekka's the hard one. Because if he plays Pekka, if you've got a giant Sparky first, so say you've defended with a Sparky, and then you load up with a giant in front of it, if he waits for the giant to walk past the bridge and towards the tower, and then place the Pekka behind the Sparky therefore won't lock onto tower, turn round and shoot the Pekka. But the Pekka obviously won't die to the Sparky blast, and 2 swings from the Pekka and that'll kill the Sparky. So it's Pekka's really difficult, really difficult. You need to make sure you get your value out of your Sparky, so you've always got to defend with your Sparky. The only times you don't is when you want to punish them. For example, when at the start they played Miner, Zap, they played Miner, Minions and a Zap to stop Bats and a Zap from me, so that's a 4 elixir advantage to me. Although I took 1,000 damage or 1,300 damage on my tower, that was okay for a 4 elixir lead. For a big push coming back the other way. It's all about trading tower damage for elixir leads. We'll do one more battle and then hopefully we'll win and get to the goal of the episode. So I'm just getting the habit of playing Sparky at the back. I'm telling you, don't do that. Really, seriously, don't. Zap, minions, bats. So again, I get lucky. I get so lucky there. So lucky. Credit to me, I defended well, but whoa. Oh man, if he had elite barbs in hand at the start, he would have just got elite barbs at the bridge, and I wouldn't have been able to stop it. So he plays Inferno Dragon. I've got no direct, no air targeting cards in my hand apart from the poison. So I'll opt to just cycle. Get my Sparky down. I'm gonna play Goblin Gang underneath. So he's gone for a tower trade. Pushed quite hard there. Gonna get bats on that. Good fire spirits. So that was really well played by him. Really well played. I've got Ice Wizard in hand now though. But that all comes down to that first Sparky. Because I had to defend the E-Bulbs with the Ice Wizard, which you don't want to do, because the Ice Wizard is your only sort of anti-air card besides Bats. So you don't really want to waste... But Bats are also a great counter to Inferno Dragon. So I'm going to push this lane here. That was a great fireball. Good Ice Spirit there as well. This is hard. It's just those Fire Spirits make all the difference. You've got to keep your Ice Wizard alive in this matchup. You've got to. And you just with the there's wow. And his name was 100% noob. Wow. That's great. But yeah, that'll all come down to that first sparky at the back. That was a mistake. Even though it hit the tower, I defended well. But the problem was I then didn't have any counters for the rest of his cards, like Inferno Dragon. I didn't have any counters in hand. So my only sort of play was to try and cycle. I had a zap, so I could reset it, but I had to cycle through, and the only cycle card that I had in hand was the zap, and that wouldn't get me back to Bats or Ice Wizard, and I was in all kinds of trouble at that point, and it was the Inferno Dragon I couldn't stop. Anyway, I hope you learned a little bit more about Giant Sparky and how not to play it. Yeah, guys, don't start with the Giant Sparky at the back. I can't say that enough. So yeah, I hope you have learned how not to play Sparky, and hopefully you'll play it a lot better than I just did. Right, so never make the first play that I did. Never do that. Play reactively. Wait until, if you both end up waiting, you want to play a card sort of, you don't want to wait until double elixir, you kind of want to play a card about 1 minute 10 to go, so you get a little bit of time to get elixir on the board first. But watch out for a counter push coming to the lane, because I can guarantee that will happen when you do that. Anyway, I'll see you next time.